Right, so this is a small video to show how to read a symbol diagram to make a simple granny square. Okay, most of the time when you're trying to do a diagram crochet, you will have the diagram, and quite often you will have a legend showing the stitches that are used in the diagram. For this one, we only have 3 stitches, so it's quite a simple one to learn. The first thing you got to do is look right in the middle, because most start in the middle, especially in squares. So in this, if you can see, right in the center is 4 little clear circles and a solid circle. If you look on the legend, clear circles are chain stitch, solid circles are a slip stitch. So what I'll do is I will physically show you what they're talking about. So we've got a slip stitch on the hook, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our 4 clear stitches. And then we go back into the first one to make it a circle like it is on the diagram. If I can get into it, yep. Pull that through, that makes our slip stitch. So we now have the 4 clear circles and the solid one to make the slip stitch. The next thing you look at is that there's 3 clear circles going upwards, right? So that is your standing stitch to start. So pick up this again. So you do your 1, 2, 3. Looking at this again, there is a T with a slash through it, which if you look on your legend, a T with a slash through it is a treble, or if you're American, a double crochet. Most stitch diagrams, that is the symbol for a treble. We are working right, let me find it, right there, okay? So do the loop, go back into our original circle, which is flipped over, and make the treble. Okay, so you've done that part. Next to that is a single clear circle, which is a chain stitch. Chain. Then it has 3 T's going into the circle next to each other, which is your first cluster. So that is what you do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've now done that one, and the single chain between them. Now there's another single chain. So you go one like that. Then it has another cluster down here, which is where we're at. So we do another cluster of 3 T's with a slash through them. The slash means is how many times you wrap before you pull through. Oh, before I make a mistake. Yes, there's one more to do. Okay, so that now has your chain to go up to start, single treble, a chain, a cluster, a chain, a cluster. Then we have another chain, and then back into the center to do your third cluster. And 3. Okay, looking at this, we're back to here. We have another chain, and then we have a treble, and then you have a solid dot, which is a slip stitch to join it. So chain, treble, and then a slip stitch in the top of the chain to join it, which is the traditional way to join a treble. Just like that. Okay, now because every row is a different colour, where the slip stitch is where we cut it off, like so. So that is our first round done. And on most diagrams you have a number indicating where the new rows are. So if you want to see it without all the extra bits, I can draw it down here, I think. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we had a solid dot. Can you see that? So that's your beginning. And then we chained up. I'll put it on the top of that one. 1, 2, 3. And then we did a treble next to it. Then we did a chain. And then we did 1, 2, 3 trebles. Another chain. 1, 2, 3 trebles. A chain. 1, 2, 3 trebles. One chain, and then we did a last treble to complete the first cluster, and then we did a slip stitch to join. And that is your first row, which is what that little green thing is. If you look on the original diagram, the second row has, I don't know if it's that clear on the pink, it has its join over here. 3 chain, and then you start around again, and that's row 2. And then this one has the join here, 3 chain, around again. So that's what you need to look for when you're trying to read a simple crochet diagram to make a traditional granny square, which is one of the most common things people learn on. And that's it.